Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here coming at you with another Binding of Isaac Platinum Trophy Guide video. In this one we will be continuing from where we left off on the challenges. We just finished Demo Man, we are now going to be going on to Cursed. Hooray! This one is kind of similar to the tank one in the
Speed
fact
up.
that we now are Magdalene, and the slight twist is that every door you have to go through except item rooms and like shops are going to be cursed. Ooh. We'll go for a little chest, 'cause why not? But as you can see, every single door is a cursed door. So that basically means that you have to be careful with how you navigate through the map. Otherwise, you will be low HP and can't progress because of the fact that you now can't make it through because of all of the damage you're taking to enter each and every single room. As you can see, I'm already getting obliterated, but while we're at it, might as well check out a curse room, see what we get. You do start with some extra HP though, just to be safe, and the trinket that allows it to where you can actually drop more, that red HP drops more often, which is kind of nice. You do only have to go to Mom's Foot, which is good. So in this challenge, definitely trying to avoid taking as much damage as possible is going to be key. Getting double deals is more or less just out of the question, as there's no way that you can do that. If you can, by all means, go for it. But for the most part, I'd just assume that you're not going to get double deals. Rather play it safe than sorry, because you're going to need as much HP as you can get. But upside though is the fact that you can basically not have to worry about the maps, as it is all laid out for you. So you will know exactly where to go, unless you happen to be unlucky enough and get a cursed the curse of, I believe, is this blindness? I don't remember. Basically, you just gotta hope that you don't get one of the pretty crappy curses, and hopefully you get good bosses. Other than that though, this should be a fairly straightforward challenge. Just try not to risk too much HP and you should be okay. Always, of course, I get Ragman as probably one of the more worser starting bosses that you could get in the game. Especially when he likes to summon a bunch of these little spiders that are just quite annoying. And he also has that homing attack. So much fun, right? But yeah, so other than that though, challenges should go about as smooth as they always do. Hopefully we can break a couple, maybe even get some really good runs, but you never know. But these are going quite well. Do let me know in the comments if you think that these are helpful or informative in some way. Speed and range is okay, but like always, gonna be cutting out most of the major stuff. If we happen to get anything that can save us, like i.e. Holy Mantle, that would be nice. If not, oh well. So yeah, see you when we make it to the foot. Alright, now as you can see, we have made it to the mom fight. We really don't have anything going for us, and it's just going to be about getting pure survival. Trying to use what we can just to keep us safe. Trying to use our Alga's rune as best as we can early on, just to minimize the amount of mistakes that we can take while the map is kind of getting cleared up a little bit. Kind of a more stompier mom than normal, but still we have to worry about spawns. So trying to take care of those as soon as we can is always going to be key here. That way we are not getting overwhelmed. We did have a little bit of damage on our side though, so we are able to deal with all of the mobs effectively. but this is going to be a pretty long fight. As you can see here, trying to predict where these spawns are going to be is going to help us out. Especially since some of these are going to obviously become a problem later on if we can't deal with them now. Definitely a pretty crappy run since not a lot of damage. Trying to see if I can maybe wait and save a bomb for the perfect opportunity for a good finish. Not entirely sure when I'll be able to get to do that. Since I only had 2, I don't want to waste them and have them not do anything for us in the long run. As you can see, or have something like that happen. Honestly, probably the best thing we could do is purposely take damage like there. That way we could have our spilled milk activate and give us a temporary tears up. This will allow us to do more damage overall. As you can see, like so. But not the worst or best run I've probably ever had for Cursed, but you know, you gotta take what you can get. And as you can see, we were able to finish and be done with that challenge, and now we can move on to the next one. Now we have Glass Cannon. I forget the entirety of this one, but I think specifically it's the fact that, okay, yep. You're basically Judas with Epic Fetus and Lotus Orange, which means that you can, in theory, kill yourself if I can get it to proc, of course. If not, oh well. You can use this as a way of finding the secret room. Basically what Loki's horns does, if you don't know, is it causes you to spout tears in 4 directions. Luckily we were able to get a soul heart fairly early on and some decent money. This challenge should be fairly easy. Now you probably won't have access to this one immediately though, so just be careful. We've already lost our soul heart. As you can see, we do a solid hit of damage. I do believe there are no actual, shops, or not shops, no actual item rooms, so do be careful of that. I want to make sure you also don't. As you can see, the effect is procced. Luckily, we were able to find a quarter. We were able to get it to proc again. We will probably stick with the swallowed penny, as that'll just give us more money in the long run. Epic Fetus is a really good item as it does quite a lot of damage. But just remember that you literally can one-shot yourself, hence the name Glass Cannon. I do believe you do have to do another challenge in order to get this one, but for the sake of things, I'm just going to be showing you how these all work in the order that you get them. We were able to actually find a library, which will give us the option of finding some books. We're going to take our the Satanic Bible, which will give us HP. But once again, I'll see you when we either make it to the end of the run or when we get something really cool. So yeah, see you when that happens. Alright, now as you can see, we've made it to Satan in record time, thanks to us just having such godly powers and persuasion over this game. As you can see, like so. Like I said, this one's actually one of the more easier ones, but I do believe you have to do another challenge in order to unlock it. And just like that, we are already done. First phase, I always forget about the second phase, I don't know why. But we're able to get the easy dub on Satan and be on to the next challenge. Like I said, these are pretty easy for the most part. There are a couple that are probably just going to be a little bit annoying, but other than that, though, they are not too bad. Alright, so now we can move on to when life gives you lemons. This one's going to be a little bit different as it actually does require you to more or less use your um, items that it is given you to more or less deal the damage, which is, it's not a hard challenge, but it is definitely a challenge that is a little bit interesting considering the fact that there are quite a few enemies who can just fly. Now you do start off with normal tier damage though, so it's not like it's too terrible, but just remember, you know, if you can, then by all means go for it. Do some damage using your lemon that you get. But other than that, pretty straightforward challenge. Just getting mom's foot. By all means, you can abandon using what you have and what you start with. If you can, you know, you don't have to. If you can find another option, by all means, then run away with it. But we get Little Horn as our first boss for this challenge, and he's not really putting up much of a fight, he's kind of just taking it. And we're able to steer him into a fire. Maybe take
down.
pills.
Power pill.
That was pretty terrible, honestly. But we digress and we move on. So, like always, gonna move on till we find something cool or till we're beating the run. So, see you when that happens. Alright, well, small side note, we did end up getting a really good set of items from our first double deal after resetting from not getting anything for about 4 floors, only getting minor stat upgrades that had nothing to help us out. But as you can see, we have Brimstone and we have the Nail, which will give us soul hearts every time that we use it. So this is pretty much GG. So once again, I'll see you once we have made it to the boss. Alright, now as you can see, we have made it to Mom's foot, and as you can see, we are stonking. It wasn't even a competition. And just like that, we have beaten our next challenge. Pretty easy, as we were able to just completely ignore what the challenge wanted us to do, and get an easy dub. But hopefully these guides, once again, have been helpful. This has been Mr. Pilgrim, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.